Hi everyone, James Blacklaw, JB Commercial Finance. It is the 15th of November, a Monday morning, so hopefully everyone who gets this has a good start to the week. But as you can pretty tell from the description here, there's a few stories published in the press today, which while individually and by themselves are either positive or don't really offer a huge amount of concern. But I want to give a couple of reasons why I'm slightly concerned, and a couple of red lights are going off about them. So those stories, the end of furlough doesn't seem to have affected employment figures, and that's good. It's a good thing that most people who have come back from furlough, even though apparently 6 times more likely to be made redundant if you were furloughed, but most people have been able to find employment or they've been kept their job, which is excellent news. But also, over 2 million jobs are currently being advertised in the UK. Now, that shows that small businesses are looking to grow, which in itself is good. But on the other hand, we've seen that apparently the figure was ridiculously high. 6 in 10 businesses across the UK are relying on borrowing money or some form of credit to actually pay for their insurance. So this is a real regular thing a business should budget for, a business should know about. It's an essential part of doing business. So if that many people are actually having to borrow money, some of it's from finance houses, some of it's extended credit terms, some of it's borrowing from relatives. 1 in 10 is borrowing from friends and family, believe it or not. That to me is a slight concern. And then you tie that in with the fact that a lot of businesses are growing, but inflation's going up. And also, we know that the government are now really starting to put the pinch on any potential COVID fraud. And if they really go for this, as I've said in the past, there are a lot of businesses who may have don't think they've done anything necessarily wrong, who may get caught up in it because the procedures haven't been followed to the letter. And that's a real concern. So I see this position where a lot of things are coming together. A lot of things, like I say, by themselves aren't necessarily that problematic. And in fact, it's good that unemployment figures obviously aren't going up. That's a very good thing because people like to pay their bills. But I look at all this coming together and it feels like the pressure is starting to build somewhat. Businesses are taking on credit. We know we've obviously got the bounce back loans. They're going to get hit with increases in the minimum wage. The living wage is going up. An increase in inflation at a time when maybe people aren't able to spend that money because house prices have gone up. And then when house prices do inevitably stall and go down, which it looks like that's happening already, they have less money, less confidence to actually spend. And therefore, it all comes together at a place where businesses are trying to grow, they're taking on the credit, and they don't have the customers to actually fulfill the amount of obligations they've got. So like I say, in itself, it's not a major issue, but putting all these things together, and when someone you've been in the industry as I have 20 odd years, you start to get a few sort of warning lights going off. So I would imagine far more intelligent and knowledgeable people than me in the Treasury are aware of this. They're probably taking steps to actually take advantage to mitigate these problems, and hopefully there won't be an issue. But I just wanted to put it out there and get anyone's thoughts if anyone's interested in having a conversation about any of these minor stories, which hopefully won't be a major one over the next year or two. Take care, everyone. Please like and subscribe. Share this video if it's something you think is of interest to anyone. I'd be delighted to have some new followers and answer any questions anyone's got. Take care.